My boat. I started cleaning the inside so I can prep it for paint and prep it for flooring. Usually when you're going to paint something or restore something, the first thing we do is, get everything prepped, all the base work done. I'm still, waiting to move along so I can fix some of the leaks and holes that I found. But all that will be done as the cleaning process gets done. Here is an example of how I've cleaned this, and I'm satisfied with this as of now. There you can see what it used to look like. All the black marks, all the dinginess, all the dirt and film, and all the nasty spot. You can see a little clean spot right there where I've been cleaning rivets. And here's a finished product, and that's how it's going to stay. I'm fine with that. Looks plenty good. I'm not going for showroom floor quality again. Here is the rear, the transom. If you notice, there's different sheens, like around the rivets. You see where it's different sheens, and then down here at the bottom, well, that's usually from or that happens from different types of surfaces that I used to, or different types of materials that I used to clean. The rivets and stuff, and all the areas that I cannot get to with a sander, I have to clean with a wire brush. And the wire brushes work very, very well, especially brush wheels on a drill. I highly recommend, if you are going to do the drill method. Power drill can get you a cordless power drill can get you pretty far, but I definitely recommend getting a corded one. I went and bought a corded drill, and this is the one I chose here, a Ryobi. Can't remember what I paid for it, maybe around 50 bucks. The brushes I got at Harbor Freight. There's many different companies. You can get big packs for pretty good value. I've had no issues cleaning with stainless steel and with brass brushes. They work really, really well. I noticed that the one I use the most is the larger one for big areas, and then I move on to this one for the medium areas. Like for example here in a space about that big, I'm using a brush that big. And I only use it for areas that are very, very hard to get to. For example, here is an area where I'm mostly going to be using wire brush because I cannot get the sander in here, and especially not get it in here without damaging the rivets. And then what I do is I take the wheels and I basically sand along everything like this, and then give the rivets a little pass, and give the rivets a little pass so you can get up in here and get it pretty clean, get the rivet heads clean. And that's why when I come back with the sander to do the big areas, you see the difference in sheens. To me, it is not that big of a deal. I really don't care about that. Also, you can take these and hit spots like scratches where there's black marks. For example, here, you could take your wire brush and clean those up, and then come back and sand off the sheen that will be left behind, and you'll be left with a cleaner spot like that. So it's all done. It takes a long time. You have to be patient and put in the work, but it can get done. Aluminum, restores really, really well with some simple sanding, and I don't mind the matte finish. I don't need polish. This boat's going to be a cruising boat, and I'm mainly looking for cleanliness and looking for it to look clean and a little bit up to date. And some spots like this where there's been corrosion from salt water, because salt water does corrode aluminum, little spots like that will have to be welded, including this spot that someone cut for a radio, and some of these dash spots will have to be welded because they're really unsightly. That's coming off right there. But you can see there, I'm still going to have to clean all that, but I've cleaned this, but I'm going to clean all this still with the brush. Here's a spot I've kind of took a little bit of time to clean. You can see the difference from what the brush wire wheel does and not. You can see it doesn't really damage the rivets, especially the brass wheels, and it does a perfectly good job cleaning. You can see all the intricacies in here where it's going to take time to get in there and clean that properly, and all these areas here that are going to get cleaned, but you can see how it's coming along. So quick little update, and now I'm going to work on this area here. Once I get all the inside of the boat done, all the walls and stuff, I'm going to move down to the floor and get ready for patching leaks and stuff. On to the next one. Peace.